What's up, peoples? It's EK here with another rookie profile. I'm switching it up this time. We're doing 2023 running back Chase Brown of Illinois, and I'm going to do the film first because I'm rolling the film tonight, feeling it. I'm in it, so let's keep crushing it, okay? So, but quick notes on Chase Brown. He'd been listed at like 205 during the regular season, just weighed in at 215 this week at the Senior Bowl, and I mean that's fantastic. That's what he looks like on film. I mean, dude has some power. So let's take a look, and we'll talk a little bit more as we. Ironically, the profile I did right before this, I don't know if you're watching this in any kind of order, was Dwayne McBride, and I think there are similarities between these two guys. I mean, they're both really good between the tackle runners. There's a nice little, subtle little cut by Chase here. Good movement, run through some contact. Um, both first and second down guys. Not a lot of passing game work. Man, this is just Chase rumbling. Let's check this out. Okay, tiny little hole, linebacker 1-on-1. Oh, blocker takes him. And look at it, gets small through that hole. That's nice. Another 1-on-1 here. Oh, eat the dirt. Tries for a second one, but that is, man, Chase has some power. You saw it right there, the upper body strength. It's different than the way McBride uses his hands, right? McBride uses his offhand more as a jab, right? Batting, jabbing. That was just raw power from Chase Brown. And no, I like it. He seems to have some decent vision behind the line of scrimmage. Finds his holes, hit the holes. Athleticism, I don't think it's going to wow us. He's got enough burst for college back. I don't think he's slow. Certainly not, elite athleticism at the position. At least not in that way. I bet this dude's going to put up some bench presses. Um, you know, explosive enough to have been a really strong runner to college level. I mean, there was some nice bursts there, but he's not running away from people. Certainly doesn't have the top end. I bet he jumps okay. I would think. This is a nice run. Shows a little bit of athleticism here. So burst through the hole, boom, crushes that tackle. Little sidestep. So the boy can ball a little bit. He's got a little bit of lateral agility for a bigger back. That's always nice to see. I like that he has a combination of techniques to attack defenses with. He's got the stiff arm. He's got a nice jump cut. Pretty sound decisions. You don't see him do a ton of dumb stuff. I think there's one run on here. I'm kind of like, I should have done something else. A little bit of passing game work, not a ton. I want to say there was one noteworthy catch on this film. Here you go. Homeboy stumbles in. Here you go. It doesn't look smooth catching the ball. It's definitely body catch, wrestled it, but at least he's got some RECs in the column. Statistically, whatever, I'll do a separate video on this, go over the card, but good amount of missed force tackles, lower MFT per attempt than like McBride or Kendry Miller. But those guys I think are, very strong in that category. Brown's good. He's good in that category. Yards per out run wasn't anything special. But I think that's what you're getting. You're getting a guy that's a between the tackles runner. He's an excellent college back, one of the most productive backs in the country this year. I think he makes an NFL roster. I don't. I'll be surprised if he's, at least a round 2 pick. Could be, man. The one thing I'll say, he coughs the ball up a couple of times in this game. Well, that wasn't him, but he does cough the ball up later, and it's pretty bad. I just think with the amount of talent that I think in this class, that's very good, strong talent. I think Chase is going to have a hard time being a day 2 pick. Definitely not a round 2 guy for me, but I could see him being 3rd, 4th. Also, won't be surprised if he's 4th or 5th round pick. Honestly, I think he's going to go in a similar round to McBride. I do think he's done similar things against better defenses in a P5 level on a higher, more visible stage. Not a ton of guys watching UAB. But at the same time, his stats stand out. Well, I'm going to say his stat profile stands out to me a little bit less. But, I mean, the raw production this past season was impressive. Just catch a little bit more film here. He got a lot of carries in this game, really in the second quarter. And you got to love the fight. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. Lost his feet a little bit. Some decent pass blocking reps. I mean, that was a decent stop and start for a bigger guy. It was a good read. Some guys would have seen it a little bit faster, but even that nice little sidestep, spin move to finish the run. Chase can run the ball for sure. Problem is, a lot of guys can run the ball, but I'll say he has workhorse size where a lot of guys in this class maybe don't have that kind of size. The speed really isn't there for me. I mean, when he gets the head of steam up, he can run okay, but yeah, he's the kind of guy, if he surprises us, he does some training, gets his numbers up a little bit for the combine or down a little bit. His jumping numbers up, his running times down. I could see him making a splash, but I'm not predicting him right now to do any of that. I think he's got that kind of average, NFL running back speed, high 4.5s, decent broad, and just, at the end of the day, the problem for a guy like McBride or like Chase is there are a number of guys that can do that, but it just makes it tough for them to get picked high, makes it tough for a team to invest high capital. Always fresh legs coming in, but on the positive side for them, there's a role for that. These guys make a roster, they get on the field their rookie years, and I could see Chase having some nice games. I mean, this run, it's not there again. You a little bit slow to see it, but contact balance, and then that is enough speed. Certainly good, good enough vision in the open field. I think there's a lot of good traits for Chase Brown. Good penetrated kind of the last second. You kind of wish he maybe would have bailed on that, but it was a short yardage situation. He was just trying to push it a little bit. Got wrecked there. Oof. Good night, Chase. That is tough. Looks like he's hurt. He's back in the game. Lead blocking. It's not a great block, Chase. Come on. I think one thing relevant for Chase too is he was the only weapon on this team. I mean, they had the wide receiver. They had no. Yeah, they have the little guy. I think that's him, right? What's his name? Can't remember, but pretty much really ineffective passing game. Um, Chase carried this team in a lot of ways. Um, always a little more impressive to me when the guy's doing it without much help. So, I saw a post earlier. It says, the margins on talent are razor thin. And as more I get into film on guys in these class, it's shaky, right? Like, is Chase a good running back? Yeah, he's a really good running back. He's an NFL running back? Yeah. Is he going to be a top 20 NFL running back? Yeah. I don't know. It just doesn't have the special, right? He's got the power, but um, what's his calling card, right? What's the thing that he's going to do is going to win every time. I think he's a dependable early down rusher. Probably not a liability on third down, but it's not. You're not going to get third down work um, unless he really works on those skill sets in the next few months. Um, yeah, let's see. We'll watch out the last couple of minutes here, but that's where I'm in on Chase. I think he gets drafted maybe mid day 3, finds a role. I think again, and this is always the name that comes to mind here, but like Khalil Herbert, uh, Alexander Madison, kind of guy that, if he's in a good scheme, might be able to make an impact, but he's certainly not likely to get very high draft capital, despite the fact that he's got a good skill set, and has proven himself. Plus with Chase too, you got the injury concerns. So I would expect him, yeah, certainly to go as more of like a mid-day 3 guy. But, yeah, is he the kind of guy I want to throw on my bench in the 5th round in a rookie draft? Yeah, sure. Give me him, take a few good games if the guy in front of him gets nicked up and try to flip him for a profit. So, all right, that's it. Who should I do next? Let me know. Are you guys enjoying this content? If you like scouting film yourself, definitely check out the affiliate link that I'm going to post in the chat here. 15% off any Dynasty Nerd subscription, film room, whatever you got, Nerd Herd. All right, guys, thanks.